off in 5th grade, and I'm so excited about today's video because my classroom is finally done. I'm going to share it with you guys, so if you're ready, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so here's the view when you first walk in the door. So we'll start to the right, and then I will talk about each little section of the room. So this is my whiteboard. The main part of this is today's agenda, and then the 3 boxes, the focus standard, the objective, and the focus question. This is how we start off each class. I put the agenda, what we're doing today, that helps keep the kids on track and me. I'll do the Common Core standard that we're covering that day, what the kids are going to learn, the objective, and then what our essential question is, which most of the time serves as the exit slip. These are the levels of thinking. I will have the kids, whatever we're doing that day, I'll have them at the beginning of the lesson tell me what level they think they're at. I'll zoom you in so you can see what each of the levels mean. But I'll tell them to put a number up at the top of their page at the beginning of the lesson, and then at the end of the lesson I'll tell them to reevaluate themselves to see if their thinking has improved, which hopefully it has. I Instagrammed this earlier in the summer, the academic vocabulary. This is something new that I'm trying out this year. In order to have better discussions among the students, I want them to use better terminology, so we're going to put whatever academic vocabulary we're covering that day. I'll put it on the board here in this box and have them have that be the goal for them to use those words. There's my little pineapples from Mel's store. Aren't they adorable? I love them. Today's date, of course, we write the date there. Then I've got these reminders that I put up here because I say these a million times, especially the I. Always say that, so I put up these little reminders, and then I plan to add in different things as the year goes on. Whatever I'm saying over and over again, I'll add it. Then I always want rugs in the room so that the kids can use these to work around the room whenever that's an option, or to read. So I like to have the rugs. We've got the 3 baskets here. These are the picture books that's within our level. They can always take an AR test on these. And then we've got the cubes. I found these at Walmart, maybe 4 years ago, but it was around the time that it is now, the back to school dorm section, so you might find something similar. This is where I have the bins. This is what skills we're covering the first 9 weeks. I put what material we're talking about each week in these little bins. I have a blog post on this where I talk about each thing that's in the bin, so I'll link it below. And then up here we have our bring back baskets. I Instagrammed these a couple of days ago. When the kids return books to our classroom library, they put them in these baskets, and then the librarian returns them to the shelf. Under this little table right here, I have a chair cushion that the kids can take around the room somewhere and work. Just another option for flexible seating. On top of here, we've got the checkout books. I've talked about these before. I'll link that video below. We have the light box that everybody was Instagramming this summer, and then our Read Aloud, the Wild Robot, and then I have highlighters for the notebooks and pencils for the kids to use. This is just a board that's highlighting our guided Read Aloud. This is how I start class at the beginning of each class. We'll do our guided Read Aloud, we'll read the chapters, and then the question that the kids answer in their reading response notebook, it'll be up here, and then I'm going to have a kid change it each day, change it and add the questions to the main one that we're talking about. Here's the board that displays last year's favorites. These are some of the books that my kids last year were obsessed with, so I just printed them out and displayed them here so that my kids could get some suggestions on books that the kids last year liked. And then we have our classroom library. I'll link the book bins description where I talk about each of the books in here. I'll link those below in case you haven't seen it. But that's all of our books. The 3 boards up here, these are our main focus. I've still got to fix comprehension because of course that word is so long and it would not fit. But each of these boards displays the skills that we're talking about. So we've got the grammar board. We're not doing prepositions first. I just put that chart up there to make sure that the chart would fit when I was building the board, so I've got to change that. But these are our first vocabulary words that go with Frindle. And then our first comprehension skill is characterization, and we talk about protagonists and antagonists, so we have those reminder charts there. Then here we've got picture books that I use to teach certain comprehension skills. I think I asked on Instagram if y'all wanted me to break these down. I still haven't done that yet. That's on the to-do list, so be on the lookout for that. Then we have more flexible seating. These are trampoline chairs from Target. I got them 2 years ago. Any of the kids can sit on there, but VIP do get first choice. Then above that, we've got the levels of thinking board. I just want the kids to be aware of the different levels of thinking, so I made the bird display. And then we've got Greek and Latin root posters for them to help remember the different types of Greek and Latin roots. Then that's a dog bed from TJ Maxx, and pillows that the kids can take around the room to be more comfortable when they read. Then the air conditioner door that opens up to the air conditioner unit. We have our first impressions board. I'm going to use this to display certain books, like famous first lines of books. And I've done 4 here, but then I've got extra space for the kids to fill in. And then our Instagram board is going to be used to display classroom pictures. My @ Miss Leslie Ann Reading is going to be the account that I'm going to use to display or post pictures, and the parents and kids can get on there and follow it. Then we have the VIP table. I'll leave the link below where I talk about this. This is from Rachel Lamb, the tattoo teacher. Her idea, absolutely wonderful. I'll link the post down below so that you can talk a little bit more about it or read a little bit more about it. But this is their bins. The table was red. I used contact paper to cover it up. Then we have a bean bag, another option for comfy reading. We have our close reading anchor chart that we use when we go into close reading. I've got the clipboards. Those are the old clipboards. I have redone them this year, but I haven't brought the new ones. Then we've got our evidence board, the most important board that the kids refer to all throughout the year. We have my table over here where I use for a small group. All of these are the task card storage. In here we've got markers. This is all our comp files. These are some more units that I have. Those are the status of the class notebooks. I'll link that below if you haven't watched that. We have the close reading toolkits and then colored paper. Here are some more of my small group supplies. Got Bloom's letters there. Our accountable talk stems, highlighters for the kids, the sleuth, because our Bachelor series is the Reading Street series. Then we have task cards. I still have to finish filling those out, but I didn't want to take up the whole space because it'll grow throughout the year. Then here's the small group table with our pineapple placemats from Target. And then here's my desk area. I wasn't going to have a desk this year, but I ended up keeping it. I like how it looks. It does take up a lot of space, and I don't really sit at it a lot, but I do like having it here. This is our character traits chart. The kids use this all the time when they are describing characters. I want them to use more descriptive words, so they have this to refer to. This is my Bachelor anchor chart that we use when we at the beginning of the year talk about how to cite evidence. We go over this, and this is the example that I use. Here are more anchor charts. Our theme one, story elements. Then we've got keyboard shortcuts. The Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy, I use a lesson at the beginning of the year during characterization, and we use these 2 charts. Then we have the coffee area, the most important area in the classroom. My candy dish that a parent made for me last year with a little pineapple on it. Then we have the VIP Wall of Fame. When the kids get VIP, I take their picture and display it here. Since of course we don't have any VIP right now, I used an anchor chart, but I will take it down once we do get VIPs and put their pictures here. Here is my very neat desk that I'm sure will not stay that way. The calendar is from Target. I think that's the only new thing. No, these these were new this year. They're in the dollar spot if you can still find them. The lamp is from Hobby Lobby, but everything else is old. Then we have our figurative language board with our posters and chart that we can refer back to. Here is our Chromebook cart. It was a black ugly box, so I stuck an anchor chart on it to kind of hide it. The cords, as you can see, are laying in a pile, so that'll be the first day back project. We have mice on top. The kids have the option of using that, so I stuck those in a basket so they can just grab one if they do want one. They do have that choice. Then we have the genres board that we can refer back to. We have crayons in case they need some. These are kind of like this community supplies, tape, staple if they need it. The tissues are there, pencil sharpener. Then we have the teacher computer that connects to the projector. I don't use it, I use a Chromebook mostly, but it's there when we do have something on the smart board. Then we have the filing cabinet on top. We keep the community post-its. The kids have post-its, those are on the supply list, but I always keep them up here because it's easier to grab when we need them. Then we've got bloom sliders there and markers. On the other side we have our goal percentage clubs for AR. The We Missed You, if a kid's absent, they come and check. This is a new system that I'm going to use this year. I do not know how to work. I had the baskets that I had to post it on Instagram, but I ended up not having any place to put them, so we're going to try a pocket chart. We'll see how that works. Another character traits chart. This is the same one that is on my desk. It's just at a different place so that the kids can see it a little bit better because that is such a used chart. Then we have the comprehension skill posters, and then I've got a blank board in case we need to display anything else throughout the year. And then the back of the door, of course, is not done either. So that has been my classroom tour. As you can see, we've moved to tables this year. I've made placemats. I attached these using glue dots, but I ran out halfway through, so I've got to go back and get some more. But I'm hoping that will secure them. The carts at the end were from Target. I used my Cameo to silhouette them. We have the highlighters here, scissors when we need those, and then the kids have lockers, but it takes too long for them to bring their books every day, so we just keep their practice books here so that it will save time. That's worked out a whole lot better. Then I've still got to get the 4 chairs this week, and that will complete everything. So one last look around the room.
So that's it for my classroom tour. I hope you enjoyed. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. If you have any questions about anything, leave it down below and I'll try my best to answer it. Thanks for watching.